What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 456 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Javon, presented by Pickett Sports. If you guys want to track our bets, if you want to get the notice for when Javon locks in his prize picks, follow us on Pickett. Download it. It takes 3 seconds. If you're not using Pickett and you bet on sports, you are behind the 8 ball. Figure it out. Grow up. Okay, download the app. It takes 3 seconds to set up. All right, guys. How about that squad ride last night, Javon? Sure. Sure.
How about it? Yeah. It's almost like we've seen
when
the
everybody's zigging,
5,000
we're
times
zagging.
with the Leafs. Yeah.
Yep.
Love that.
Could not have seen more Leafs bets yesterday.
Yeah. It's almost like they fold every year in the playoffs when they seemingly have the big moment that starts to look like they're picking up momentum. All comes crashing down, of course.
Wade Taylor says I sound like turds on Mikey's show in here too. Bro, I'm doing the best I can, man. I'm not at home with the setup. All right, I'm watching the dog over day. You guys are going to have to deal with it, okay? Dude, I mean, I knew that play was great as soon as I opened up, Twitter and saw 7 million Toronto MLs. No way they lose this game. They're the team of destiny this year, blah, blah, blah. The Bruins must be the most slept-on team in the playoffs this year. This is the least talked about Bruins team I've seen in the last couple of years. I know I'm not the biggest hockey guy, but I feel like the Bruins every year are stacked. Everyone's talking about them this year, silent as church mice about the Boston Bruins. And you see guys like Marchand activating, stepping up, absolutely balling, carrying the team. Swayman, their young goalie, performing great. I mean, keeping him in the game, I'm very impressed by the Bruins, and I think they deserve a little more respect here. And maybe that's why they're coming through and balling because they have no pressure or expectations.
Yeah, feels like the least respected Bruins team in a while. So makes sense. Shout out the Leafs 0 for 5 on the power play too. Truly, that was good.
That's impressive. That's literally impressive. Holy smokes! Yeah. Another shit sharp report from me, man. I just cannot get on the right side of green here. Luis Garcia, a tickle. I mean, he had an early base hit, didn't do anything else. The under in Chicago, Minnesota, that was just a moose shit bet, is what that was. That was a moose shit bet. A terrible wager. Miami, a great play. They won outright. If only somebody came on here and said that was going to happen yesterday. Oh, wait, we bet that. Washington plus 1.5, that was a moose shit bet. I knew that was cake when I saw and loaded up the Blue app on my phone. When I got back into the state of Maryland, and I saw they gave me a special profit boost for the Nats-Dodgers game live once I went down early. Max bet $200. That's a big profit boost. Typically, you get like $100, $25, $200. I'm driving, avoiding an accident, trying to stay alive on the way home. I got to go feed my fucking dog, and I'm locking in this freaking live bet. Oh, sure, Washington plus 4.5. After the Dodgers strike first, that should be a good look. Yeah, they stole my coins. They knew what they were doing. Okay, they know I'm a Nats fan, and they took my coins, and they took advantage of me. Hate it.
Targeted boost.
Yeah, it is what it is. Sunk cost. Charge it to the game. Javon, though, 3-2. We take that every day of the week and twice on Sunday. Shout out your Rays for coming back and showing heart. Toronto can lig me from the back. The Orioles, Goots, they're good. They came through.
But don't even get me started on that. Jordan Westberg is a terrorist.
Bro, come on, Javon.
A terrorist, bro. Don't even get me started on that. We got Santander gets on the first 4 times, and he only sees second base once out of those 4 times because Westberg and Mullins combined in those 4 ABs directly after Santander left 11 guys on base.
Y'all just stay bitching.
They won though, so I can't be too mad, even though they tried
to
make it sweaty.
I come on here every day and I say you're rich if you bet the Orioles. So just chat, listen to me. It's that easy.
Well, you don't have your system play all reliable today, Goots. You have to go somewhere else.
Sometimes you need to take a little day off,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. How many times did Santander man get on base?
First 4 times. He got a single, hit by a pitch, and walked twice. And he only got to second base 1 time out of those 4. Westberg is terrible. Cedric Mullins also terrible.
Take that back about Mullins. Come on.
I'm watching. I'm watching the game, cheering, and next thing I know, I look at my phone. It's like Jordan Westberg is an ISIS member. I'm like,
these are the tweets that are going out on O's Twitter.
No, this is Javon texting me.
I did text him sneakily. But yeah,
we're going to go ahead and move on from that. Excuse me. And we're going to talk about Clark Schmidt coming through, going less than his strikeouts. Love that. Javon, pretty solid day, and we got a squad rides. All right, so let's move and let's groove, and let's go ahead and pull up that Musha King of the Board recap because I still have not hit one this week. Talk about do or a shit King of the Board week. Yeah, that's me. But you got Bam. Excuse me, you got Bam last night. He came through with his PRA free. We're on the board.
Love that.
You're
on the board. I am on the board. Big.
Goodness gracious, chat. Yeah, I have to lock in and spend some extra time on this today. So, Gates, I know as you always do, you'll remind us after the show. I'm going to need to find a winner for the people on King of the Board. Enough is enough. I cannot have a full red out gold. All right.
There you go, lock in.
And if we see another red play down on the bottom there, we might have to spin that wheel again.
Sneakily.
Look, it's negative reinforcement is what it is. If I get another shit bet on this card and spin the wheel, there's a better chance that I lock in and hit a bet for that fifth final play, right?
There's a chance.
Crunch those numbers, chat. Seems legit to me. We need the wheel today. No wheel today. Godsend, we smacked the squad rides. Come on. And we had at least one person positive on the sharp report. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we earned wheel today.
Yeah, I don't think we earned, celebrations. We didn't, both get positive on the sharp report, but a squad ride smacked. Life is good. We go about our day.
Yeah.
We go about our day. All right. If the winner ends in the red, no doubt they got to spin snacks. Yeah, I mean, for King of the Board, for me at least, I have to spin. Yep. All right. Before we hop into the sharp report, because we have a lot we got to go over today. I know you guys want to talk about the draft, right? We're going to do a little mini mock here about, first 10-ish picks, what we think is going to happen tonight. So we're also going to sweat out the draft tonight on Twitch and YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern, Bookit Sports. You guys know where to find us. All right. We'll both be up there. Anyone else is welcome to come up from the Bookit community. We'll be holding it down on Twitch and YouTube. Super stoked to see what we do with that number 2 overall pick. We'll see. It seems like looking at the odds, it's already locked up. But, yeah, I'm so stoked. Not only for that number 2 overall pick, but a lot of rumors of the Commanders maybe trading back in and grabbing a lineman late in that first round. And I would have zero qualms with that. Zero qualms. And I want Javon's thoughts as well, the day of the first round here. See if you have any new developments floating up. Yeah, let's do the sharp report first, though. Let's go over the winners. Let's go over the plays, and then we'll do the mock. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Perfect. I'm going to go back to him one more time as we get a Joey Bart 3-run nuke, I believe.
Wow.
Wow. Would you look at that? Well, Rav, from the social call this morning, yeah, the under was never the play in this game. Okay.
GG's.
They got 4 runs in the first inning. Holy smokes. Unbelievable. What about the game starting in 15 minutes? We'll talk about them, chats. We'll talk about them. Okay. Why don't we just go over those first now? Because the people do want plays for the early games. That's the number 1 priority. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And let's at least see if we have anything. Not going to force, but let's take a peek at these games coming up. White Sox, Twins. You got Soroka. You got Woods-Richardson. Woods-Richardson has looked pretty solid actually so far, but is that going to last? Probably not. I like the over in this game, but I'm scared to take any overs in baseball right now. Javon, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't mind the over because I do think the White Sox get a couple Turks, kind of like they did yesterday off of Joe Ryan, even though they struck out 5 million times. But I think they get a couple Turks off of Bailey Obear. I just can't trust Mike Soroka. So, like, if this was a little better of a team, I'd probably be on the White Sox on the ML because I do think their bats show up today. I had a sneak. I don't even know if he's in the lineup. I didn't check, but sneak Paul DeJong feeling, and he had to square up on Prize Picks before it got taken down. That's just like the stereotypical guy to have in this spot. So I don't mind runs.
Okay. All right. I'm just scared to take overs, man. I really am. I'm scared to take overs.
You got to pick your spots, surely.
Yeah, it is a day game.
It is.
I don't know. I like this play coming up next year anyways. Let's talk about Philly against your Reds. I kind of want to square up and lay it with Philly here. Whether it's -1.5, whether it's, 1.5 units on the money line, but they are up to -180 now after opening up -145. I kind of want to lay it with Wheeler here. I think he deals and gets a win against your red hot Reds, Jordan. What do you think?
Yeah, it's hard to say no because I remember the last time, because this is the second time they faced each other, they snuck out a win in Philly against Wheeler, and to be honest, had zero business winning that game. It was an error that I guess turned into, I think, CES had like a 2-run double. So like they won a game where I forget who was pitching on the other side, but absolutely shoved. And then they got a run or two in the back end of the game. So no business winning that game. So it kind of feels like Wheeler bounces back here against them and does exactly what he did for a majority of the first start. So yeah, it's
okay.
Not taking the Reds. I'll tell you that. That was not the game the Phillies were the squad right either.
We got sub bangs coming in, Javon. We got Falser coming in, resubbing. Shout out Aaron Judge and how good he is at baseball. Yeah, Falser? Yeah, dude. I've already bitched about it today. Do I want to do it again?
If you do it, I'm locking in Judge squares.
I don't know if I want to do it again for that reason. Stu Monaski, resubbing as well, 26 months. We got Gargantuan Red coming in, resubbing for 7 months. Let's go. W's, boys. Bringing the energy on a Thursday. Might as well be the weekends. All right. Once that draft starts up, to me, it officially is the weekends. All right. Thursday night. Let's get active tonight. And don't forget about sweats. Okay. Goots. Son of a bitch. This was a fake home run. This wasn't even a real home run.
Looked like it went over the fence.
Do you guys know what happens? Do you know what happens in this scenario? I'm not even talking about the short porch and right. I'm talking about how the guy called a balk after the pitch was already thrown. I've never seen that before. When you call a balk, you stop the game, you freak out, you make everyone see you. It's the ref show. Okay, that's what happens when you call a balk. You freak out, you scream, you say, hey, stop the play, balk. You pause, right? Well, not last night because Aaron Judge struck out. They called a fucking fake balk. Look, he's walking to the dugout. And the umpire at third base goes, now, wait a minute. I've got a sprinkle on his home run today. Let's get him another pitch. Next thing you know, next pitch, gone. There it goes. And you know why this happens? Do I even have to say?
The second you press that purchase button, brother.
I mean, the jersey costs more than his batting average.
Yeah.
It's $200. It wasn't like it was 300 or 400. $200.
Yeah. Mendoza line jersey.
It'll be here tomorrow, folks, and I will wear it on the stream, and you will never see me wear it again. That's how this is going to go. Yep. Even though it was my idea to put it on there, I'm going to act like I'm pissed off at you guys. Yep. I'm going to do it. That's the only way I can cope. All right. Shit, man. That was a Mickey Mouse fake home run. Fake home run.
Hilarious.
All right. One more early game, I believe. Boston, Cleveland. This game makes my head hurt. I don't want to back McKenzie. I think he stinks, but seeing that steam towards Cleveland, I can't ignore it. But seeing Boston open up almost a pick 'em in the spot, I wouldn't hate them as well if that line stayed. So kind of in a tough spot here with this game. What are your thoughts, Javon, with Boston, Cleveland here?
Yeah, I mean 7.5 total, wind blowing in. I would have to say the line, even with a move, is pretty crazy. He'd be sitting at plus 110 with Chase Anderson on the bump, and the Guardians. I'm not a McKenzie fan either, and it's not like it's fully his fault because he's still got the torn ligament in his elbow that he's pitched through, and he didn't get surgery. So there's a reason why he hasn't been super great this year, and we've been fading him a little bit to start the year. So I think he's going to have some serious problems against the Red Sox lineup, even though they're not fully healthy. I think it's a terrible matchup for him. Chase Anderson is one of those guys that's just I don't know what the Red Sox are doing with their pitching staff. It works right now. It's like they're doing what the rest of the AL East is doing. So I think
it worked for Chase Anderson last year too, Javon.
Yeah.
Remember last year he tweaked? Was he on the Rockies, right? He was having great starts in Colorado and Coors, and we were fading him saying, what the fuck is going on? Now we're here again. Why not back him again? Because we know how baseball betting works. You got to use that baseball brain. You got to lean into players like that just don't care what's sharp or what's not, right? It's 50-50. I like Boston. You're talking me into it more, man.
Yeah, and I mean, it all depends on if Tristan McKenzie shows up, because I think there's a pretty solid floor and ceiling for Chase Anderson. Feels like you're going to get like a good maybe 4 innings out of him, and then they'll go to the bullpen that's been really good. It's just McKenzie's been bad. If he cannot command the strike zone, it's game over against the Red Sox.
Yeah, like what's going to change? today.
It's hard to think. Hard to think anything does.
He needs to go on the IL. Like he needs to go get surgery probably.
Give it a month tops. He's going to be on the IL.
Okay. I'm not rooting for him to go on the IL, guys.
Obviously
he probably
not.
Needs to go.
He literally is pitching through a torn ligament in his elbow, and they like know that.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. Also, I need to recognize my guy Akabov in here because he just said something smart and intelligent as a Yankees fan, and he deserves props because you don't see that every day. Can we give it up for my guy Akabov here? He just said something smart as a Yankees fan. Nah, that was a Mickey Mouse home run, and I am a Yankees fan. Never seen that in my life. Good for you. Good for you. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I kind of want to lock in the Phillies too, Javon. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know how we do it. Is it laying the spread? The run line here? They are away.
They're on the road. I mean, I think if they win this game, it's probably a little bit of like what the first game was, where they just shut out the Reds pretty much and win by a couple runs. It's a little too much for me to buy because you are buying. I think Bryce is back in the lineup today too, right? Which is probably a reason for the steam a little bit.
100%. Martinez stinks. Wheeler's good. I mean, yeah, it's definitely kind of a square play on the board, but still kind of want
Martinez is pretty good. I like Nick Martinez.
Under spots? I don't know if I want to go back to the under, although we did get an over yesterday and a push in the first game or the game before that.
Nick Martinez will pitch 4 or 5 good innings and then give up 6 runs. This is his specialty.
They might not leave him out there long enough, though, Gates. That's the problem.
Yeah, he usually pitches like 4 to 5 innings. That's what he did in San Diego.
Yeah, he can go as long as they need him to go now. The Reds they stretched him out initially, then they moved him to the bullpen because they had guys coming back, and now they have a little injury problem. So he's back in the rotation for the foreseeable future.
Okay. All right. Well, Javon, if you had to lock in a play for this early slate, start up in 10 minutes, what are you taking between the Twins, Reds, and Guardians games?
Probably take the Red Sox, but I am totally good with getting involved. I'm out.
Okay.
Out on everything.
Wow. I want to see what people are betting Philly. Yeah, I mean, they are, and the splits are a little sharp on the spread, but definitely public. Same with the ML, obviously. Boston, public, and getting some pretty sharp splits as well. Not loving it. Loving it. Chad, what do we think? What are we liking for these early games? Is it the Sox? Is it the Phillies? I know you guys want a day sweat. I'm trying to get involved too. I know you can tell. All right. Do we want to lay it with Philly on the road to avoid, multiple losses to the Reds here in the series? Or do we want to back Boston against McKenzie here? Don't waste your time, chat saying. Phillies and 76ers, Philly Bozo pack, bro.
Well, the 76ers are air because of the 60-unit cut my dick off Megamax that was the other leg of.
Can we pull that up real quick while I go get my phone that's charging so I can lock in this 2-piece parlay that Phil's just spoon fed? Can we pull up that tweet and can you roast this guy for being just the biggest loser?
That's just I could not process.
Talk about it, bro.
I could not process if we were in that position, sending this out, but also you're sitting there. Imagine if you're sitting there paying for it. I genuinely hope there's nobody in this chat that is in this VIP paying for this or paying for anybody that has plays like this. 60 units, crazy. Cut your dick off on a 2-piece bozo parlay where the Celtics first half full game -400 is a leg. I mean, we just got to be so much better. That's why it is so ridiculously ass to go on in the space sometimes on Twitter. People like this, plays like this. And yeah, meat is ripped. That's literal meat on tape. And you guess what? It's gone or should be gone. That is one of the funniest things I think I've seen since we've ever been a part of this.
We have never lost these. And this is going to be another easy, no sweat winner. Bet big as fuck. Bet the house. Smart. So, guys, first off, I mean, red flags left and right, red flags galore. If you ever see anybody say bet big as fuck or bet the house, run. Okay. That is the last person you want to be tailing. Number two, for the love of God, if you're buying picks, stop. For the love of God. When you buy picks, it's like you're eating juice on all those bets you take. It's like you're eating another 20 cents of juice on every single one. Since you're paying for picks, it's the dumbest thing. It really is. I'll cut my dick off if this loses. That's what he said. Well, where's the video? Has he tweeted since?
I don't think so.
No, I think
somebody
he has.
confirm. Has he tweeted since?
He's tweeted
He's
tweeted plays, I think. Yeah.
I'm sure
Really?
he has. He probably hasn't even acknowledged it, right? Yep. Okay. Well, chat, here's what we're going to do. We're going to lock in the Phillies.
That's not him. That's just the dude leaking it.
Yeah. We're going to lock in Phillies ML, and we're going to lock in 76ers ML, and we're going to take a Philly two-piece today. And that is gross, but it's plus 119, and I am down. I'm in.
Yeah, asking for the videos. Crazy crabs. Slip that in there. Can't let that one get swept.
You're telling me you wouldn't at least see how that played out, maybe? That'd be like crazy shit. No?
I don't know that I'd want to see that. I don't know that I'd want to see that, Krabs. I think I'm good.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? I'm going to double down and say, I'm going to flip him and say, I don't want to see it. I'm going to flip.
There you go. Might be too late.
I do have that two-piece parlay locked in. It's probably too late, folks. I want to let the people know I got this two-piece parlay locked in for Philly. Phillies ML, 76ers ML, plus 119. Two-piece, hold the fry. That's what we're rolling with today. Phils, love where your head's at, my man. Okay? I'm in. Sign me up. I'm going to log this puppy, and then we're going to talk about the rest of the Sharp Report. W. Gates. All right, let me talk about my play, and then I'll let you go so I can lock in this one. Toronto ML. I'm going to go back to them one more time. It is what it is, and I want to fade the public Reagans. I think I already talked about this enough. I'm going to take one more stab at Barrios here, who I like. I don't like that his fantasy score is very low today. I thought that was kind of weird. But I also just want to keep fading Reagans, who I think is just not dialed in whatsoever. I like Toronto to save the series, and I thought, seeing Reagans not get line respect for one of the first times this season while the Royals are on fire, coming off of 2 straight wins against Toronto, was enough for me to go back to the Blue Jays one more time.
Yeah,
Steam Crabs will be about this game tomorrow if they don't come through.
Yeah, they're facing a lefty, which is nice. So that's where their lineup is the best. Other than the fact that one of the reasons they're moose shit, I mean, they can't score, period, but they're moose shit yesterday because they randomly gave like 3-4 guys the night off, which was super random. And then they had Vogelback hitting against lefties in the clutch with guys on base because they were keeping guys, saving them for today, I guess. I don't know what the deal was, but yeah, I think the lineup has everybody in it from what I saw now today, which should be good. So maybe they tap them up.
Okay, we know they crush lefties, right? We've got a chance, maybe squaring up here a little bit. I'm just not liking what I'm seeing at all out of Reagans, and I wish it was the opposite. We were all rooting for this guy. We thought he was going to be an electric arm this season, and he still could turn it around, but not looking like it's going to be today with this line to pick him.
Sure.
Right? Tampa Bay ML. You are taking your Lightning today.
Oh, I'm taking them. Absolutely. And they're winning today. And this is like, first of all, desperation spot is obvious, of course. So you're probably going to see a decent amount of Lightning bets, maybe not as much as the Avs because the Avs are super popular and people love betting the Avs like in that spot. But Bolts are coming home after being down 2-0, brutal overtime loss in a game that probably, I mean, they shouldn't have gotten overtime in the first place in game 2 against the Panthers. Now they come back. You're buying a little bit of good news because Sam Bennett is going to be out in this game. He got destroyed with a slap shot from his own guy, so I think his hand's broken. He's probably done for the whole series. But that kind of tips the scales a little bit because I was big on the Lightning making a run unless they are making a run to the cup unless they fell to a team like the Panthers because the Panthers are deep. They have 4 really, you could argue, elite lines. The Bolts have 1. So like when you're playing a team that deep, it kind of tips the scales. And now that you're testing that depth with Sam Bennett out, that makes a big difference because he was also like a huge agitator. A lot of the reasons why they couldn't get shots on the goal, the D-line pairings were great for the Panthers, but Bennett was also super active in the middle of the zone, making things very tough for this team. So now you're going to get to see a little bit of that desperation, of course, but now I think they're going to be a little more aggressive while they're in their zone. They're going to be a little more aggressive getting out of transition, which is huge because that's where they do a lot of their best work. And Sam Bennett's been key physically too to kind of keep them out of the penalty box. So we're going to see a lot of that kind of return to the Lightning strength tonight. I think they're dead in the series, but not tonight. And I can group this into my first prize pick square too, because it goes right along with it. Bring up the tweet, Goots, because this is pretty much the same thing that I talked about when Eric Spoelstra yesterday came out and said, we need to shoot more threes. We need to make the Celtics shoot less threes. What happened? The Heat set a franchise record for threes in the playoffs, and the Celtics were uncomfortable because they're making them drive every time. John Cooper, in this quote, which he said to 15,000 Bolts reporters in different words, Cooch's at his best when he's shooting the puck, helps all the players on the ice. We're taking rat shit shots. We're not taking enough of them. We just need to pepper shots on the goalie. So what's going to happen today? This is all words to say, shoot the fucking puck, Cooch, because he has 3 SOGs in 2 games, which this is the same exact thing that happened when they faced the Avs in the Stanley Cup. He had 1 SOG through 2 games, and they were down 2-0 coming back home. What happened? Cooch called them out publicly Cooper called the Cooch out publicly to all the reporters in the media. And what happened? Cooch came back and fired 6 SOGs that game, which, again, desperation spot plus. That's where he's at his best. That's where the offense is at their best. So now he's going to come back and rip puck. They need to get shots on Bobrovsky. This is 2 games in a row where they have done nothing in the first period. They've had 2 shots, and you look up and there's 4 minutes left in the first period. Back-to-back games, they've done that. That's not happening when they come back home tonight. He's going to rip. The defensemen are going to rip too. You want to take Bobrovsky over his saves and stack that with all of them. It's all going to happen tonight. The Lightning are winning this game. Cooch is going to go over his SOGs probably very early, and he's going to be aggressive, and it's going to be a great day in Tampa Bay.
Okay. Unbelievable sell job.
Need it.
Lightning. So if your boys come through, man, the line definitely caught my eye in this game, obviously. Down 0-2 in the series to Florida, who's looked really solid. Kind of liked Florida going into the postseason. I feel like they're really, really good this year, but they're not like a blue blood type team that really always comes through and does shit. So, I think I ended up staying off on the Sharp report, and I also wanted to see what your thoughts were in this game, but it seems like you're absolutely dialed. I mean, after losing the first games 3-2, the lines at Pick'em. What were the lines in Florida? Do you remember how much juice the Panthers were laying against Tampa?
-170, -180. It's like maybe it's a little bit of respect. I don't think it's too weird because the Bolts have been like really good at home. Really, I guess you could say all season, but like especially the end of the season when they're starting to pick up steam, and you have no Sam Bennett for the Panthers, so it's not crazy, but I still like to see him as a favorite, obviously.
Sure. And they're catching a little bit more steam. I think they're 5 cents longer than they were before BTL. So keep on moving and grooving. Okay. Jordan Run is on the board. Yes, it is. JJ Miles. Yes, it is. We might have to put Houston in timeout though overall. We'll talk about that game when we get to it. Let me go over the Magic. My turn. I love the Magic tonight. I do. I really hope you do as well. I hope it's not fake sharp. Seeing the Magic at 2.5 after getting clapped up in the first 2 games was music to my ears. I do think they steal one here and then they lose out and their season's over. But I love this spot at -2.5 after getting dominated, manhandled, I guess you could call it, against Cleveland in those first 2 games. Orlando, young team. They looked like it out there in those first 2 games on the roads. Now they come back home a little more comfortable, hopefully, right? They should be. We're going to need Paulo to step up here and not get bitched around so much by this big Cleveland team. This is a line bet. It really is. And seeing them up to -2.5, I cannot resist. Give me the Magic against the 2-0 Cleveland Cavs.
Yeah, I don't love the Magic, but I mean, I'm not fading them. I just can't take so many of the 0-2 desperation spots. I feel like I can only take one, and I'm picking the Lightning with that. It's the Magic suck, but I definitely would not be taking the Cavs. So I'll salute you in that one.
Okay. Well, shit. Maybe it's fake sharp. Maybe it's not. We will find out, Chad. I was expecting a much better reaction for that play, but you know what? Can't win them all. We move. Take me to that over in Texas, Seattle. This is a play I can get behind that we talked about on TMA. And Chad, if you guys missed TMA, okay, it was a pretty good one earlier. I hopped on there with Mikey and Nick. Go back and rewatch it. Okay, Mikey's been grinding his butt off. He's not missed a show. He's locked in. He's entertaining. He's giving you guys winners. He's trying to learn baseball. Go watch TMA. Go give it a listen. All right, I was on there. We had some pretty good convo for about 20 minutes towards the end. And one of the plays we talked about, including the Magic, was this over in Texas Seattle, and he likes the over. And I thought it was one of the sharper plays I've heard out of Mikey's mouth. To be completely honest with you, he wanted to fade his guy Castillo. I was shocked to hear it. Typically, he's a big Castillo guy. But with the way he's looked this season, right, he is more than fadeable right this second.
Yeah, and he is definitely, I mean, looking through all the pitcher lines today, there's one guy I would say that significantly stands out, and it's Castillo at like the super juicy, like 2.5 earned runs, teetering between that and like 3.5. So yeah, I think he gives up Turks today. He's actually been like, for as bad as like his numbers, I guess, seem, he's sitting there with 1-4, the 4.4 ERA. Like his stuff has been a little better than last year. And if you've watched, you can kind of tell that, but you can't keep the ball on the ground. You really too much. And the fastball gets turked, which is a problem against the Rangers. And I think it's a bad night for him. Same for Heaney, facing a lefty who, yeah, like he has strikeout stuff against the Mariners, which could be a problem for them, at least a lot of the outs being strikeouts, but think he's pretty vulnerable there. It's also just like a system play, which still worst they've done is push, I guess, at this point in the season when you have 9+ totals, which is totally a system that I've made up over the last year or so and been betting it. It's not like anybody else has done this and I'm just following it, I guess. So it's my own criteria loosely. Games with like 9 totals when they're consistent throughout a series and the first 2 games don't sniff it, I go back to it in game 3 and it's been pretty profitable. And obviously the totals have looked crazy these first 2 games of the series. And I guess a lot of the lines haven't really reflected that as far as props go. They do today. And I'm jumping in. I think the Mariners probably eke this one out, but they're going to have to score to do it because I don't believe in Castillo all that much in this matchup. So yeah, okay. I'm going with runs.
Gore, 15.5 pitching outs taken off the Prize Picks boards. Wonder if it's because of the juice on the over or the under.
What is this? What does this fit, man?
Highest, longest, fastest zip lines. Holy shit. I thought it was going to be him being sunburned, and I was about to get upset because I really get mad when he gets super sunburned. That's like not cool.
He is sunburned. He was bitching about that yesterday on Sweats.
That is like not cool, and that's like the easiest way to like get sick. It's the dumbest thing ever. Yeah, he looks ready to roll though. He looks ready to hop on that zip line. Have you guys seen the Zipline episodes of, Eyeballs? Jesus. Have you guys seen the Zipline episode of South Park? Javon, you might not. You probably haven't seen it. It's fucking hilarious, dudes. It's like the whole squad goes up on the Zipline tour and they just pretty much bitch about how boring and stupid it is the entire time. It's great.
Sure.
But Trent, have a great time out there. Stay safe, man. I'm not personally a big Zipline guy. I hate heights, but yeah, I prefer to be, based on the ground and safe. I'm not a big heights guy. We need Trent back in the States, man. We need him back. He comes back Saturday.
Yeah, I think Saturday.
Huge. Chats, we did record an MLB pods earlier this week. We put it out yesterday. If you didn't see the tweets, do me a favor. Click play. Click like on the YouTube link real quick. Before you forget, we'll drop the link in chat. Takes 3 seconds. Go like it up. Go play it on Spotify, Apple Music for us, will ya? We interviewed our guy, Austin Gauthier, who's been on BTL twice already before. We interviewed him on there, talked to him, caught up with him, talked a little bit about, spring training. He played up there with all the GOATs as Bryce Harper hits into an ended double play. Great. But yeah, we talked about, him playing up there with the GOATs and stuff like that. And, just being a minor leaguer and catching up with him. He's doing great. Excited to see, what ends up happening with our guy, Austin. He's the 25th overall prospect right now on the Dodgers. If you look up their top 30 list, he's on that puppy, which is pretty fucking cool, if I could say so myself. That's actually insane. So we had that interview in there. We did MLB team pulse checks. We talked a little bit about, the baseballs and stuff like that. So if you guys are baseball people, go check out the pods. And if you're not, if you're just BTL fans, if you cashed the squad ride last night, we don't charge for picks. We don't do the dub clubs. Go over and click play on these links, please. Okay? Dubs.
Dub.
Let's hop back in. We also have that draft pod out too if you guys want some of that action. Okay?
We do.
We do have that out as well. Dubs.
Hard.
Yeah, man, I'm so stoked for tonight. Holy smokes.
Yep.
So stoked. Jack, go check out the pods, please, dudes. Please, please, please. We got Nick Gord's coming in, Javon Sell Job of the Century sub banging. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. That one nominee. That could be a nominee for Sell Job of the Year. Bets with Brian coming in resub and 22-month sub bang. Let's go, Brian. Appreciate you, Beast. Chiote coming in. What's up, Crabs? Time to glue that trophy meat. Also, Cody is a better dog than Nash. Ooh, hot take. Okay, Chiote. Wow. Cody is a good boy, although he was barking so much yesterday when we were trying to record this vlog that I don't want to spoil for you guys. But yeah, he's like the least trained dog ever. He just barks and does whatever he's not supposed to do. But he's cute. Yeah. So he gets away with it.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah, Goots came over last night. He was like fucking attacking him. Not with bites, with love. Right, Goots?
Of course.
Right.
All right. Podcasts, check them out. Let's go back to the Shark Report and let's finish up this puppy so we can get to the mock draft. Okay. Judge, also a top 25 prospect for 2013. Is he going to be on the podcast? Alan, I don't think he'd want to come on. If you have any connects, let me know. But, personally, if any engagement has happened between me and him, if he's seen any of my content or tweets on his feeds, and he has had interviews at times where he's talked about people roasting him and stuff like that. If he's seen it, he probably wouldn't want to come on the pod. And I wouldn't blame him. You know what? He's not allowed to come on. He's banned. How about that? All right. Where are we? Philly -5.5. So I did pivot here and take the ML with the Phillies in a little two-piece parlay, but I do like their spread as well, and I do think Philly rolls in this game. We talked about the series prices, before they got into action here, and I really thought Philly was getting a little bit of respect. The Knicks were getting a little bit of disrespect. After going down 0-2, they're up to 5.5, and maybe it's because of, Mitchell Robinson could be out and they got to deal with Hardenstein in the paint. Maybe it's because, the 76ers are getting a little healthier. I don't know, Javon, but I'm liking the 76ers either way to roll and cover in this game just based off the spot.
Yeah, I'm tip cap to that one. I'm good. I'm good with that. Hardenstein, if it ends up being Hardenstein's better, but he's also baby food. Like if you watch that, I think it was game 1. They were having Hardenstein go one-on-one with Embiid and in that first half, and it was way too easy. I know he's not fully healthy and he got hurt, later in that game. So we'll see how he's able to do that if he needs to do that for the entire game. But yeah, it was rough. So I don't know how they're going to hold the paint if it's just Hardenstein.
Okay. I don't either. I think that's probably why the spread's moving up, to be honest with you. And I want to lay it. I think Philly gets right here and they win this game big. Embiid 40 ball tonight. Ooh, that'd be nice. Blue Jays game likely to be canceled due to weather. And yes, for the 100th time, Ray, we have seen the various fantasy. Not a great sign. I don't love it, but I'm trusting my gut here. And I do think Toronto gets right and salvages the game out of this series. I'm sticking with it. Maybe it won't be a fucking pitcher's duel. It probably won't be with Reagan's up on the bump too. So there's going to be runs in that game. I'm not taking the over, but there will be runs. Okay.
Sure.
I'm going to see Judge in May. Bought me and my boys Ticks on SeatGeek using the code Bookit. Let's fucking go, Kyron. Sure he can. People forget about that codes, right? You log on to SeatGeek, which you guys should be using already anyways, because it's probably the most fire reseller app out there. It's super easy and it's relatively cheap compared to the others. You type in the promo code. It takes 3 seconds when you're checking out. You type in the word Bookit. You get $20 off. Boom. Right there. Free beers. Guards asking questions. Ooh. That's not good. Looks like the Reds they've got 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Not asking Qs right now. I'll keep you guys updated on that game. I want to hear about this team total over for the Rockies, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, this one's gross, especially with the lineup. Like if you're I don't want to say casual, but like if you're not paying attention to the Rockies and you just look at their lineup today, it's disgusting because you see at the bottom, first of all, there's no Charlie Blackmon, even though Nolan Jones has been terrible too. He's not in the lineup, so you think that's a big source of power that they're going to be missing and stuff at the top of the lineup. And at the bottom, you see Jake Cave, Hunter Goodman, Jacob Stallings, gross. And I wouldn't disagree with that. But sneakily, the team or the players for that team who have been the better hitters right now are the 2 guys they moved to the 1 and 2 spot today, Ezekiel Tovar and Brenton Doyle. So I kind of like that for their lineup, 1, and everything they'll bring in behind them, 2. But Randy Vasquez, I'm fading him. I do like the full game just over for this, but my plums were telling me stick with the team total and we get a sneak Dakota Hudson masterclass. Not that I actually believe that, but it's a weird getaway game. So I was sticking with the plums there. But Randy Vasquez, that start against the Blue Jays, like I watched a good bit of it. Stuff's good. Off speed's nasty. A lot of fastballs, though, and they were hitting the ball hard off of him. We talk about this all the time. No matter who the Rockies are playing, home or away, they're not a great offense, but they hit the ball fucking hard, especially those guys at the top of the lineup. And that's one of the reasons why they've been kind of reemerging, and they're guys that I'm kind of wanting to back lately. So they have that lineup rolling out today. Randy Vasquez, I think, is going to get in a little bit of trouble with that fastball that he loves to pound in the zone. Command's not great, kind of erratic around the zone. And if he doesn't have the best command of that off speed, he's going to be forced to throw a lot of fastballs to these guys, which I think screws them. So a lot of those guys at the top of the lineup, I like. I think they score 5. Weird getaway game, like I said. And then to roll it right into the second square there, Ryan McMahon is the guy that I'm targeting, who's sneakily been red hot. And usually it's been Nolan Jones that I've been targeting for the Rockies, at least a little bit last year. And I'm looking for the stereotypical hard hit rate guy. This year it's Ryan McMahon. It's like he went yard yesterday, I believe. I think with Doyle and Tovar at the top of that lineup too, I think he's going to have a couple ducks from time to time and be in RBI spots, or they'll walk him because really after him they have Elias Diaz, who's a little bit of more of a threat against lefties, and Montero, who is a project himself. So maybe they're not all that scared to just walk him in certain spots. So I like the fantasy score too, but big game from him, big game from the Rockies bats. Give me 5.
Sure. Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
The Colorado Rockies with their hard-earned money, but I like the sell job. I like the play. Right?
Yeah.
Looks like we got some sub bangs coming in. We got the Twins Nerfy bang, W. Joshy. Back to Malik giving out a 5U whale. Looks like he just cashed for a Rackerson. Holy smokes. Let's go, Malik.
W. Malik.
Giving out 5Us to the people as well. A man of the people. He cashes big. He gives back a little bit. That's what I'm talking about. Malik, what'd you cash on, bro? Let me know. That's 5. All 3 1 p.m. Nerfies. Bang. Let's go, Chads. That's huge.
Trent will be
Phillies are back up there for the
right
top
now.
of the second. Who?
You know for sure Trent would have had all 3 Nerfies in the 1 p.m. game.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for today with the day games.
You missed
he's
out.
missing out. Yep. He had a 1K slip posted last night. Holy smokes.
Wow.
What was it, bro?
Malik. Yeah, what was the slip? It's fire.
Brewers, Ronaldo 5Ks and Braves, John Gray 5Ks and Rangers. Whoa.
Surge.
That's a juicy parlay and it's smacked. Let's fucking go, dude.
Surge.
Sure.
I know you were so bricked watching that Rangers. Well, they go back to back after they didn't do shit for the entire game pretty much to that point. It's electric.
Sure. Came through. Let's go, Malik. Dubs. Holy smokes. That is a nice looking lay right there, folks.
Beautiful.
Player performance doubles. People sleep on those.
People do sleep on those. Love that.
Wow. How many did Ronaldo end with? Was it close? Or did he just shove?
Can't say I know that one off the top of my head. Chad,
somebody in chat will tell us.
Yeah.
He said he was sweaty as fuck. Yeah. Kind of figured. All right, let's go to the prize pick squares. We did the straight bets. I got some nasty ones I need to be talking about. You've already kind of went over yours.
Yeah.
These are gross. Okay. Let's get started out with the first one. Jackson Merrill to score a run today. Hasn't scored a run in forever. Doesn't even have a profile picture. No respect. If I was this kid, I'd be pretty blown about this. I'm not going to lie. Okay. It's not the first day he's been up in the big leagues. Let's get a profile picture up there for him. Come on. This is one of the top prospects in the Padres organization. What are we doing? Let's get the guy a PFP. Anyways, plenty of runs to be had in this game. Right? You talked about it. The Rockies will be scoring, and if they'll be scoring, I'm sure the Padres will be too. I like our guy Jackson Merrill here, who obviously, like looking at this fucking chart, the nastiest crap square you can find for the runs category, and I'm locking it in. And more often than not, be smacked. So, if you want the grossest square on the board for the run square in a game with plenty of runs to be had against a moose shit pitcher, go ahead and take a stab at Jackson Merrill, the young gun, to score a run today. It's been a while. All right. We are going to go over our draft bets and draft stuff at the end of this. And also, we're going to put out plenty of graphics and stuff between the end of BTL and the draft tonight when we're sweating it out. Okay? Trust me, we got you guys covered. And now we got Shohei Ohtani, who's been on absolute fuego in DC. He's really enjoyed it. It's his first time here. He has crushed the ball. Absolutely crushed the ball. Almost had a second nuke yesterday. Hit it off the wall opposite field. He looked like a Juan Soto hit. Haven't seen that in a while in that park from a lefty. He's locked. But there's something different today. And it's Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie Gore's on the bump. Tough lefty to face. Nasty curveball. High fastballs out the wazoo against our guy Shohei Ohtani. I think it's going to be too much to handle a little bit. And with them putting the square up when he's been on absolute fuego, I am more than willing to fade. Are you kidding me, chat? Come on. Look at the square. Look at what he's done. He's been destroying us. Okay? Now he's got a tough lefty. We've got a relatively fresh bullpen because we really didn't pitch our good guys yesterday since we were getting crushed. I like our chances here of limiting Shohei. Maybe he gets a base knock. Let's keep the ball out of the gap. I love Mackenzie Gore's matchup against Shohei today. I do. Just pray for no mistakes and no nuke off a lefty like Shohei's been primed to do or been known to do over the years. Remember last year he went on that crazy streak of hitting home runs only against lefties? It was like the weirdest thing ever. I feel like that hasn't been the case this year, but I still like the matchup with Gore, and I think he absolutely shoves once again today. I think the Nats are a live dog, but I'm not going to take my coins on the Nats after what happened yesterday. No fucking chance. No chance.
I also think they're kind of live. So we'll see. If you can work that out. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take it, but definitely like them. If you can work your little favorite high fastball, that might be great against Ohtani. He's been sneakily not the best high ball hitter so far this year.
That's been Mackenzie Gore's strikeout pitch this entire season, is that high fastball. That's why he's had so much success.
Yeah, it is also daytime doyers. People forget they are kind of moose in the daytime. Not that
I'm so blown, dude. If I didn't have to watch this fucking dog, I'd be at that game 100%.
Yeah, you'd be so tapped.
If it was Pups at the park, I'd fucking get a leash on him and I'd bring him up there. But we just missed it. It was like 2 days ago. So close.
Rat me.
Sox have the bases loaded. Yeah, Cody, you're lucky I love you, bro. Or else I'd be leaving you here for the Nats game. Son of a gun. He's just over there sleeping, having an absolute day. Not a stress in the world. I'm going to give him a treat after this, too. He deserves it.
Yeah, dialed.
He is dialed. What was his play yesterday? Remember? At the beginning of the show? What was his play?
I think it was the Blue Jays.
No, he's not dialed.
Was it the Blue Jays? God damn it. Come on,
Cody. It was the Reds, right?
Oh, it was the Reds. Yeah, it was fading the Phillies because I remember it was fading Philly because he's not, he is a Nats fan. He's not a big fan of the Phillies. He didn't like the parlay I locked in today. Did not approve of it.
He told me he was a Nose fan last night, Krabs.
Yeah, he's lying to your face. He's trying to make friends.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys want to see what he's on today? He's 1-0.
1-0.
You better get in the fucking lab, brother. Let's see. Oh, he's knocked out, bro. He's knocked out.
Imagine the lab.
Dude? This is how he chills, bro. He just lays like a fucking rug. Good boy.
Does he ever cut his meat off max? 60 units.
Do you have a cut meat off POD today, Codes? Do you have one? Oh, you want to take the Nats a plus Chicky today? Mackenzie Gore Day? Plus Chick at home against the daytime Dodgers? All right. Sure. All right. I wasn't going to take them today, but if you really like them, we could take them. All right. Nats money line, folks. You heard it here first.
Huge.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Pull our first RBI.
Talk about a live dog. A live dog from a live dog.
Literally. Dog is literally sharp. 10 you neuter the dog max.
Yeah, go ahead and cash that. It was that was the lock of the century.
Unreal. Fucking real.
Krabs, your dog made my day. Cephas, bro. He is a good boy. All right. Back to Malik. People forget he gave out 5 subbies. I'm not forgetting. I appreciate you, Beast. Let's hop back in here and finish this up. I think we've already covered all these, though. Shohei ain't getting the fucking double against Mackenzie Gore on that high fastball. No chance. No chance. All right, let's move. Let's groove. We still have 30 minutes left. All right, chat. We've got plenty to talk about. This is a fair question from Kaprizov here. What happened to Jonathan India? He sucks now.
Is he playing today?
I think he just grounded out into an out. So.
This is like his first game back. He like secretly had COVID. They're not going to say that though. But him and who else? Jake Fraley and I think a couple other guys got like super sick. Yeah, they're coming back, and he hasn't been great all this year, but he ain't going to be good
today. Remember?
Yeah.
The Nats had the flu going around, and that Keibert Ruiz lost 20 pounds. We talked about that yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
They don't want to say it though.
Yeah. Just a tough flu. That's what they were calling it. Who fucking knows, dude? You're right.
Yeah.
That could be sneak COVID, Stony Pex. That could be sneak COVID. But yeah, I don't know, man. Keibert Ruiz, I have yet to see him in action, but apparently he is like literally a twig. I feel really bad for him, dude. That's scary, honestly. What the fuck?
What are we doing?
That's sketch. I don't like that.
Yeah.
All right. Are the Phillies doing anything, chats? I don't think so, man. God. End of the second. Let's go hit. All right, Javon. Let's lock in here. I want to talk a little bit about the draft. Maybe we could do a little mock here. Did you get a cheat sheet out today or no?
No, not today.
Okay.
A little short of a slate. Yes, Lauren.
Lauren, we will stream tonight. Yep. 8 p.m. Eastern. All are welcome. Feel free to hop in whenever if you want to sweat out a pick or whole time or none. No skin off our backs. More than welcome. Okay. We will be running it for at least 3 hours. I forget if it's 3 or 4 hours. It takes fucking forever the first round. So Twitch and YouTube tonight, chats. Twitch and YouTube, OG, old school. No playback tonight. All right. And unfortunately, I will not be in the Crab Lab, but we will make it work. We'll be fine. Sneak in will be the show tonight. See, I don't have my system, Brock. I got to stay here for another day. So we're kind of caked. Yeah. All right. Here we go, chats. Ooh, I was doing some digging on the internet here, trying to find like a cool mock draft thing. And it looks like Goot's already got it set up kind of nice here. Pretty cool. Honestly, that you can do this. Javon, you want to rip through like the first 10-ish picks, see where it takes us, see what we can craft up here? A little BTL mock.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we can go ahead and lock in number 1, Caleb Williams. For better or worse, he's going.
For better or worse.
No qualms. No qualms, right?
Okay. Oh, auto-filled the whole thing. GG.
Okay.
I think I saw this before, Goots. Go back.
What's going on here?
Go back to the first one where you have to like pick the teams.
No, did you select all teams, Goots? You're good.
Yeah, you got to select all of them.
There's like a select all button on the bottom, I think. We got a leadoff base runner from the Phillies. Come on, boys. Come on.
Ducks.
Come on,
Lauren, I'd be down to rip some of the show. We can hop on first.
Sure.
Yeah, Phil's asking questions. Fuck the
Come on, Phils.
Red Sox with bases juiced, 2 outs for Duran. Rumors.
Rumors.
All right, chats. Did anybody take the Red Sox or did anybody take that 2-piece Philly parlay? I'm curious to hear who in chat is locking in with us on the early slate.
We got it. We're good.
There we go.
Ron, you can 100%. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Take the reins. Yeah, I was going to say, Ron, you can 100% drop by and come vibe for the 76ers. Probably not the whole time because we're going to be talking about the draft, but yes. Text me, DM me, whatever. We'll get you the link. Hop in. We'll do pulse check. All right. With the number 2 overall pick. Come on. I want to see it. Here it is. There it goes. Right field corner, and they're botching the ball, kicking it around in right field. Let's go. Phillies on the board. Yes. 2 words, chat. Yes. Huge. Holy smokes. More. Also, chat. 2 words more. because we got no outs and we got a man on third. Fight. Be brave. All right? Come on, boys. Let's go Stotts. Would love to see him get activated this year. Holy smokes. Trey Turner is. He's back. Good to see that, right? Baseball's in a better place when Trey's raking.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to business here, chat. Cut the shit. No more fun, no more jokes. With the number 2 overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select future Hall of Famer, future Super Bowl champion, future superstar, the GOAT, Lamar Jackson 2.0, Jaden Daniels from LSU.
Future. All of that is crazy. That's
I'm
wild.
excited for tonight.
I'm sure you are. I would be too, Krabs. I was excited when the Bucks had the first overall pick and took Jameis.
I'm excited for tonight. Everyone thinks it's JJ. Yeah, I fucking bet, chat. I fucking bet. You're going to want to be there for that number 2 pick reaction, chat. Because if by any chance there is some sort of way where they don't pick Jaden Daniels, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know.
Trig.
I don't know what's going to happen if that's the case. You're going to want to be there for that pick. Holy smokes. All right.
Yeah.
And I still don't know what they're going to do about the number 5 jersey, chat, but we can hold off that combo for another time. Okay. Here's where it gets fun. Okay. Those first 2 picks are, you're probably going to see those first 2 picks happen. Okay, chat. Feel very, very confident about the Commanders taking Jaden Daniels at this point. Very, very confident. 99.9%. Okay. Number 3, the Patriots. Now, there's been talks about the Patriots, drafting a QB, but you never really know what the Patriots are going to do until they do it, even without Bill. Who fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised if they take J.J. McCarthy. I wouldn't be surprised if they take Drake May. I wouldn't be surprised if they trade the pick away. Javon, what are your early thoughts on what the Patriots do with that number 3 overall pick?
I think it's Drake May, regardless of which team ends up there. I think if they keep the pick, they're taking Drake May. If they trade it, it's to a team who's taking Drake May. So,
you don't think there's any chance?
If Drake May is there, I think he's getting taken. I still have the slightest bit of me that thinks there's the slightest bit of me that thinks Jaden Daniels is not such a lock to the Commanders as people think. I think it's still a potential smoke screen. The reason why the odds have moved up is because I forget the one guy's name off the top of my head, but like he dropped upon a mock draft. He's close with the Commanders GM, whatever. He still likes Jaden Daniels, but I think there's a chance. But if Drake May is still there at 3, I think it's the Patriots or whoever's trading up to get him.
Okay. We got a Trey Turner ground rule double. Just as we were talking about him, speak of the devil, he comes through. Let's fucking go, Phillies.
Timothy.
Sure. Trey Turner bang. Ground rule double. He's so back. I think that was him, right?
So back.
100% that was him. I've seen that swing a million times. All right. I want to pull up these odds as well because, they still do have him up, and I want to see if they're moving and grooving at all for this number 3 overall pick. It looks like right now Drake May minus 280 to be the number 3 overall pick. J.J. McCarthy right behind them at plus 250. Okay. I say for this draft, we take Drake May here at number 3, whether it's the Patriots or not. He's going there. Are you able to make trades in this, Goots? Like, are you able to trade teams up and down?
I looked at it. You can't because you got to pay for it. But here's where it gets interesting because apparently somebody was saying fucking AB tweeted the CTSPN, same shit that I've been saying for a couple days now. This opens the floor for a Colts trade to one of these wide receivers. In my heart, I still think it's Odunze at whatever pick they need to make that happen, but I think they're in play for whatever wide receiver. And if they do it, we know the Cardinals have been shopping their pick. I wouldn't be shocked. I still think it's Marvin Harrison. I still think they take him, but the Colts, the floor is open. Harper Bonds rumors.
Yeah. Is he about to hit a nuke here on 2-2 count?
Is he?
Come on. Here comes the pitch. Nick Martinez looks like moose shits. That ball is crushed deep to right. Vintage Bryce Harper. Slow swing, but the ball goes far. Isn't it pretty? My goodness. My goodness. I mean, is there a better Is there a prettier swing in baseball?
It's a dad's strength. I'd be right there.
He's back. First game back, right? No.
Yeah. First
Love
AB
that.
back, right? Oh, no, second.
No, second A, babe.
Yeah.
Good for him. Oh, that might be up for honorable mention, worst pitch of the year, folks. It might not be as bad as Matt Barnes' against Shohei the other night, but that one was close. Did you see that hanger? That was bad.
I just saw that. I bet.
I mean, Bryce Harper with just the prettiest swing in all the lands. Ken Griffey probably has the prettiest swing of all time, in my opinion. I'm biased. I'm left-handed. Okay, so I'm going to pick the lefties. But lefties have prettier swings anyways. Come on. Bryce Harper right now, active player. Best swing. Just unbelievable to watch. It's like he's swinging slow and the ball gets destroyed. It doesn't even make sense. It's like you go out and play golf with somebody and they're barely even trying. The ball's going right next to the hole. It's frustrating. And we get another double. Let's go. They're not done.
Yeah, they're clapping.
All right, let's hop back in. Here's the nuke. That ball is destroyed. Oh, we got Mikey tripping Trent in the group chat. He said, has Trent ever hit entries on back-to-back surges? Because I did. W. Mikey, who, by the way, kind of found out that he hit an entry when I went on there and told him that Joe Ryan went over his fantasy score. But you know what? Teamwork. Sure.
There you go.
And also, guys, Mikey's being a goat, and he's having a great time with you guys vibing on these surge. So he hit me up yesterday and was like, yeah, you're doing sweats. I'll do surge on Thursday. He's having fun doing it. So he'll be running it again today. He's been killing it the last 2 days. And then I'll close it out on Friday, guys. Javon, if you want to come up and run it as well, more than welcome on Friday.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll let Mikey run it again today. He's red hot. We have to. We'll let him cook. Okay. Yeah, he wants to do it. He's bringing the energy. Let's let him run it. Marvin Harrison at 4. Probably should be done. Now, if I was the GM, I'd probably take Malik Neighbors first, to be completely honest with you. But I do think Marvin Harrison Jr., with his pedigree, with his name, with all the talk over the years, and his performance, okay, he is going to be a stud. He goes number 4.
Yep.
I don't think there's going to be a surprise there yet.
Same as
maybe a team trades up and takes him. Yep. Yeah. Maybe a team trades up and just like the third pick. Yep.
Yeah.
But those guys are at least going 3 and 4. Okay. And we can edit the if we put out a graphic, we can always edit it and make trades ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, we'll probably do that.
All right. Now we go to number 5, right? Who's got the 5th overall pick? Chargers.
The Chargers.
For now. Now, there's been a lot of weird talk about the Chargers taking a QB. I don't know if you saw the clip of Adam Schefter bitching. Just honestly kind of confused in that clip yesterday. He's like, is this some sort of gimmick? Like, what the hell is going on? Why are the odds so short for them to take a QB? If you look at number 5 overall pick in the draft, JJ McCarthy is the shortest odds at plus 250. Now, it doesn't say it's the Chargers. Maybe they trade out of that pick. They totally could do that. I could see them getting some more picks, getting some more weapons for Herbert this season. But I could also see them taking Malik Neighbors, right? So I feel like that would make an incredible amount of sense too, with some of their receivers on the way out, like Mike Williams. So Joe Alt, an interesting name. Maybe they try to beef up that O-line for our guy here, Justin Herbert. I don't know. Almost had another nuke there too. But Javon, what are your thoughts? I think gun to my head, I do think a team trades up and we see JJ McCarthy maybe go 5 here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked, but that's one. I think it's still the Chargers, and if they keep that pick, they're beefing up the offensive line. So whether it's Alt, whether it's Latham, Latham's getting
and
steam.
Latham is getting steam late, dude. He's plus 350 compared to Alt at plus 4. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I mean, gun to my head, I'd still say Chargers keep the pick. They're taking Alt. Just feels right. You know, it's a Big Ten, little Midwest thing with Jim Harbaugh, who obviously wants to win more in the trenches there. So yeah, I still think it's Alt, but that's a crapshoot of a pick.
You know, I like that angle with Coach, right? Trying to grab one of the guys from his conference when he was in college still. But seeing Latham after all the slurpage Alt got, by far by none the best lineman in this draft. His odds showed it too for weeks. And now we're getting really close and we're seeing JC Latham move up that fucking board and now the second shortest odds. I kind of think it's him. I think somebody found out something. and it's going to be Latham, who's the first O lineman taken, I don't agree with it. I would rather take Alt. I would literally chop off my pinky to get Alt to hold down our line for the next decade, straight up.
Yeah.
He's going to be a generational O lineman.
You know what I wouldn't rule out too? A team that nobody's really talking about making a move up to take a lineman? Saints. Because they need one badly. So, like, I think there's going to be a lot of trades, I think, at the back end of that top 10. A couple that make your head scratch. Obviously, like, in my gut, think it's the Colts, but the Saints trading up, even if it's not at 5 to take a lineman, maybe if it's a pick or two, maybe a couple later, they need one, and they need one bad. I don't know if they're desperate enough to make a move or just sit at their current pick and hope that once lands there that they really like, but I wouldn't rule that out either.
Okay. Chargers are minus 140 to trade their pick. I think it's a QB. I really do. I think it's a QB if that's the case. I think they either take a lineman themselves, I'm with you, or somebody trades up and snags a QB. We always see teams reach and stretch for a fucking QB more than they need it, in times like this. Wouldn't be shocked to see it again. Now, I'm not saying that guys like Penix and Bo Nix and these dudes are going to be, end of first round picks. I still think those guys might be second round geysers. I don't know. I'm not buying all that hype yet. But I do think, with the big 4 names we know, these guys are going early. What do you want to do for this pick? Since there's definitely a chance for some trades, do we want to stick with it as if the Chargers don't, or do we want to stick with what we think is going to happen most? And maybe the Chargers do trade and it's JJ.
I mean, my heart tells me O-lineman still with this pick, regardless. So, I mean, pick.
All right, can we at least go with Latham? Can we go with Latham then?
Could be, yeah. All right, I'm cool with that.
All right, let's go, JC. Curious as why he's catching steam today.
Yeah.
Now we get the 6th pick. I think the Giants are taking a QB. What do you think?
I think if Neighbors falls to them, they got to do it. And
take
maybe
another skilled receiver.
Maybe it makes too much sense for the Giants to do it because it's.
They always do it and it never works.
I don't know. I know they've been through the whole LSU wide receiver thing, but if he falls there after whatever trade happens, potentially right above them, they don't take Neighbors, man.
You're not buying the bait. You don't think they're giving up on Daniel Jones yet?
I'm kind of in between there, but I feel like if Neighbors is there, you got to get him. And funny, this is starting to come out because one of the bets that I was going to talk about a little later, they have the Rams to take an offensive lineman potentially. That's like plus 130, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. This is the first round pick that Sean McVay has had because they've traded all of them, right?
I can't remember a time when he's had a first round pick.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time.
He's been there for a minute.
I know. They've traded all of them. So you think the first time Sean McVay gets a first round pick or keeps a first round pick, you think he ain't taking an offensive player?
I thought they don't have a first round pick. They're saying they're trying to trade into the round, right?
They're trying to trade up, right?
Yeah. I don't think they have a first round pick this year, do they?
Yeah, they're not 19 right there.
Sure.
So regardless of where they land, that screams that they're taking, especially if they're trying to trade up into the top 10. I don't know who they would do that for other than one of these linemen that maybe they're scared won't fall to them at 19. I think they're going offense there. So I'm glad that all that smoke is starting to come out now too, because I think that's exactly what they're doing.
Now, is there a chance they go QB for the future?
The Rams? I don't think they're trading up to go QB.
You don't think he's got a guy picked out? Sean McVay, very stubborn, likes to, make the calls themselves. You don't think he's got a guy and that's why they're moving up? You think they're going more linemen or getting a weapon?
Who do you think they trade up for?
Probably JJ McCarthy.
You think Sean McVay, first round pick, is going that big move?
We don't know. We've never seen him have a first round pick ever. All I know is they were very involved and they got outbid by Seattle to get Sam Howell. They're still in the market for QBs. Matt Stafford, who knows how many years he's got left. they're going to need a QB soon. And if they're actually making a move to climb up the first round board here, and we're going to see them get a top 10 pick for the first time since McVay's been here, maybe it's for a reason. Maybe they are going to make a big splash.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't. If they're putting an emphasis on trading up for the pick, I find it hard to believe it will be a quarterback. That's just me.
What are you thinking? Lineman? Are you thinking a weapon?
I'm thinking if they're trading up, they're got to be going after an O lineman. I don't buy the Dallas Turner smoke either because that's not a. That one's weird because like everybody's been mocking him to the Falcons, or I've seen some to the Bears, and not that the books are the end all be all as far as how sharp they are on the draft. But like his position's been sitting at 9.5, really juiced the over, and it's only getting fatter. So like it doesn't make much sense to me, and I've kind of thought the Falcons were going to trade that pick because maybe they're not in love with Dallas Turner. There's a lot of edges in this draft that can fall sometime in the first round. But yeah, I don't know. If the Rams trade up, I feel like it's got to be for a lineman. O lineman.
And I'm also looking at the blue book. Tell me how this makes sense. And I'm down to pick a lineman for that spot. But tell me how this makes sense, Javon. I'm looking at first offensive lineman drafted odds. Joe Alt minus 350, JC Latham plus 250. Then I look at the number 3 overall pick odds.
Holy Jose RBIs.
Whoa.
There.
Grand
Everybody tag Trent in that. Make him pissed.
Grand Slam. Holy smokes.
Home run peach.
Yeah, Red Sox ML should be good luck. Well, that's why I went Philly, chat.
There you go.
But riddle me this, Javon. We just talked about, JC Latham being plus 350 to go number 5 and Joe Alt plus 400, longer odds to go number 5. How is that the case? And then you look at the fucking first lineman off the board odds and you see Alt is completely juiced.
Couldn't tell you. I mean, the books are always scrambling when it comes to the draft, so who really knows? But I don't know. I'm not quite buying the Latham smoke. I think it's still Joe Alt.
All right, can we switch that pick to Joe Alt at number 5? Is it too late?
Do that? Can you even do that?
Can we undraft JC Latham and redraft Joe Alt? Goots is gonna kill me, bro.
Just leave it. We'll leave it there.
It's fine, Goots. It's fine. What are we taking for the Giants here?
I think it's still Neighbors, personally.
Real question, not chirping, but why are we looking at lines for the draft?
The fuck do you mean? Why are we looking at lines for the draft?
I mean, why do you breathe? Why do you eat food? Why do you speak? Why do you sleep? Why do you live? What? You look at odds for everything.
Chargers have a Pro Bowl left tackle. What are we talking about? It's almost like Joe Alt is very versatile and doesn't just play one side of the line or one position, period. Or Latham, for that matter.
All right, we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna get you guys an actual mock draft graphic after the show today. We don't want to go over here with our time, and we want to make sure we spend time on the squad ride. Okay, we're gonna pick this up. We're gonna get you guys a graphic, BTL top 10 mock draft. We'll get on the same page. We'll get that out. We cannot wait another second. We got to get to the squad ride. Goots, run that shit. All right, chat. We got plenty of options today. We could bet anything we want. All right, we got NBA, NHL, MLB, even maybe some draft bets. If Javon loves one enough, we could put one in there. We could. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we loving?
I feel like we should have like a draft card squad ride something, but we got to have like a regular squad ride. And in my head, it starts with the Lightning.
Okay. I'm in. Lightning. TB, and actually I'll do Lightning. I'll spell it.
Let's put Bolts.
Sure. What else are we loving, chat? Need a best bets cheat sheet for the draft. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that together for sure.
Okay. Notre Dame spits out great O-line. That's facts. They do. All right, let's lock in here. We got Bolts ML. I love the Magic today, but you did not seem like you liked it at all, dude. I'll be honest.
I mean, I'm not the only vote here, so you tell me. The only reason I don't love the Magic is just because the Magic and Sixers are in like the obvious 0-2 desperation spot, and I already am betting on one of those. Spoiler, probably very heavily on the ice with the Lightning. It's like I can only do so much.
Gates, play the song. We'll put them in.
Put them in.
Magic -2.5. There we go. Barely type right now. Okay. What else we got here, chats? Blue Jays kind of sketchy with that fantasy score, and also starts up really soon, I think.
Yeah, we only have one late MLB game, and it's Yankees A's, so we're probably off there.
Yeah.
So really just the 3 NBA games and anything on the ice is what we've got. Yeah. And I doubt we're going to Canes Isles. So shit.
Not so now. Cody POD.
You want some early not time out?
No. I don't. Why don't we put in the 76er spread?
Okay. Fair enough.
And why don't we run with these three?
Sure.
Bolts ML, Magic -2.5, 76ers -5.5. We don't have that many late night options. Want to give the people plenty of time. I don't want to take the Lakers personally. Do you?
No, I don't. Okay. Especially after seeing AD and LeBron after game 2. It's defeated.
We got Ellie up with man on first and third. 2 outs, full counts. Let's see what Ellie can do here. And he takes a walk. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. He's been unbelievable the last month.
Dude, he might go 10-20 in a month. 10 homers, 20 stolen bases. He's got fucking 15 stolen bags now? And we're not even out of April. Holy, like he's unreal. Wax at you, I bet.
All right, chat. 3 plays, 3 winners. We're cutting down the card here for the squad rides. Quality over quantity. Excuse me. Bolts ML. Magic -2.5. 76ers -5.5. 3 plays, 3 winners. You heard Javon said he's sneak nuking the Bolts. You do with that information as need be. Okay, as needed. You guys, every vote matters. Every vote's equal. Just click the right fucking button, will you? Please. Can you click the right button today? Can we stay hot? I don't want to spin that fucking wheel again this week. I don't want to bring that glove down to Dallas this weekend. Can we just smack a squad ride? Can we have a good draft stream tonight? Can you guys go check out our podcast for the draft that we put out a couple days ago and the MLB one yesterday? And can we click the right fucking button for the squad ride poll? Please. Please. Those are the action items today, chat. Okay? Me and Javon are going to get you guys draft content and bets. Squad ride votes. Very important right now. NFL draft sweats tonight. Maybe some LC, Javon, MLB rips potentials as well. We're talking. Chat, check out the pods for me, will you? Please. That helps more than you know. Even just going on and clicking on Spotify or Apple Music. Just literally click and play. That helps more than you know. All right, so go check out the pods. Brian, it depends on what state you're in. If you could bet on the draft or not on the books, which is kind of beat. For me, I can't, which sucks. But although Goot's in Maryland, can we? Because wait a damn minute now. I'm back home. And he's gone.
Yes, Krabs, you can.
What? That's actually fucking massive, dude. Yes. So we're definitely crafting up some draft bets for today, Javon. Javon, I'll have my people reach out to your people. Okay? Keep that phone on. I'll have my guys reach out to your guys.
Oh, yeah. We'll be hopping on back in the lab to flesh out a little card here.
Sure.
For sure.
All right.
I think last time we did that, it was for the NBA draft, maybe? And that went pretty well.
Yeah, we killed the NBA draft. That was fire. Yeah, not in Virginia, chat, unfortunately, for my locals. But in Maryland, for some reason, you can.
Sure.
It's the dumbest thing ever. Chat, looks like it's an easy one here. for the squad ride votes. We're going Bolts ML. Not shocked. Not mad about it. All right. We'll meet you guys back on the ice, just like we were last night. All right. Check out the podcasts. Meet us tonight for Night Sweats for the NFL draft. You're not going to want to miss my reaction to the number 2 overall pick. And I'm sure the rest of the squad, maybe peep their heads in when their team's making a draft pick. Let's get live. Let's get active. You don't want to miss it. Okay. Join us for the sweats tonight. While you have the draft on, right? Keep it up in the background and then have on your little iPad or phone or laptop or whatever, Night Sweats. And let's have a fucking night. It's Thursday. Might as well be the weekend. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Stick around for Mikey Overs hosting the Surge stream. We'll be seeing folks.